Okay, looks like it's time for Snowblower, but the handle cord ripped out and looks like the cord ripped, so we're gonna have to go into. Okay, we got a 1/4 inch using a 1/4 inch wrench. We can get onto the nut, and then we'll take these bolts out. There's only two. There's one in on the top and one on the bottom. Alright, here we go. We got the bolts out, and just grab a hold of it and pull it right off. And that's what she looks like. There's the other end of the busted string. Let's see if we can catch that a little bit there. There you go. We've got to pull that out and string in a new one. We'll do this inside though. Okay, now what we're going to do is use a lighter. We're going to heat up the edge of the rope, so that you can then twist it with your fingers, but you don't be careful not to let it get too hot. So once we get this thing all twisted and everything, and nice and tight and sealed, then we'll go ahead and stick it in. There we go. We got the tip is all done and twisted, and it's nice and tight. Now we're going to pull out the old piece and take and discard that. There we go, we got them out. Take the other end out of your handle, untie the knot, and then use that to pull through the slip, and then it will go in this way through the hole and out the tube. And we'll just push it in until we can grab it out the other end. I'm going to use one of these twist ties and just take the paper off, and you got this real skinny piece of metal that's fairly decently strong. You can use that little wire, make a little hook on the end of it, and then you can feed it through and kind of help catch the rope through. Okay, we can see the little rope there. We just have to get that through the hole. We got it centered, and we'll push it through. And we got enough to where we can hang on to it. Just pull it all the way out, and that'll go into the handle. And all we got to do is just finish pulling it all the way through until our knot fits in there and it's tight. Okay, now we just got to feed it through the handle. And then tie our double knot in order to make it hold. Okay, double knot, loop it through twice, and then got it snug it tight. Here we have our knot. It's a double knot. It's just wrapped around twice and then goes through the loop. And that'll fit in here. And then the more you work it, you let it run in, the coil will reset itself. Once it resets itself, it'll always slide back in there. Alright, here we have the coil at the snowblower, and if you rotate it backwards, you got these little fingers that come out, and those fingers will grab a hold of the engine, the flywheel right there. They got those little notches. Okay, you just got to mount this guy in there. Make sure you got them in the right spot for the bolts to line up, and then you can put on your two small bolts. You got one on this top here and then one on the bottom. Okay, so once we get the nut in tight, just snug it. Don't get it real tight, otherwise you'll strip it. And all we used was a small 1/4 inch wrench, open and box end. You can use a socket and a ratchet. It can do the same thing, but you don't want to over tighten them when you put them back on. Alright, you want to run your throttle all the way up to the bunny rabbit. You can turn your choke all the way on to full choke. Depress your primer about 3 times. It's all done.